Greetings, Cancer, and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for those of us born in the zodiac sign of Cancer for the month of February 2019. Cancer family members, the spirit guide has already been invoked and the cards have been anointed, shuffled, and cut according to the amount of times and directions given to me by my spirit guide, and so with your kind permission, may I begin a look at and an interpretation of the sacred tarot for this time cycle. Cancer, before I actually start, let me tell you that the Spirit gave me a message for you, and the message was to continue going over it and over it and over it until you get it right. In other words, don't quit. I've been giving that message to a lot of people, and it came to me for you, but it came to me for you this way about go over it. Something about going over, something that you are doing or something that you have been doing, and you need to just go back over it and get it right. Go back over it and get it right. That type of thing. I see you coming into this reading cycle. There's some kind of a lover's type of situation that is behind you. Maybe the idea of having a love relationship is something that you've put behind you and you're moving forward with some other goals and objectives right now. Some of you, in fact, you've gone to such a level with regard to putting it behind you that some of you are actually blocking some people. Some of you are blocking some people, and some of you are dismissing some people, summarily dismissing some people from your life. I see you coming to a place of money, paper, money consciousness, paper. Your paper is on your mind right now. You are very concerned about your finances. You're very concerned about getting a budget, getting a plan, etc., etc. I do want to tell you that I want you to be concerned. I want you to be careful and be gentle with yourself as you push forward into this next cycle, because I'm looking at stress and I'm looking at the type of stress that keeps you awake at night. You need to make sure you maintain and continue getting your rest and your sleep. Rest is important for the human body. It's part of the way we are constructed, okay? The spirit is trying to speak to you, and I want you to listen. And that's an important message, because if the Spirit is trying to speak to you, whether it's through inspiration or through dreams, of course you must be discerning and you must listen to the Spirit as you hear it. Not necessarily listen to people, of course, who tell you what they think you want to know or what they want you to know. Listen to the Spirit for yourself. That's pretty much the message that is in the subconscious area of this reading. The part that's secret, the part that's hidden, is that there's a message that's trying to come through, and you need to be attentive to that message. Some of you need to be a little more selfish with your time, your money, and energy. I see some of you stopping and talking too much, too long. Some of you need to keep it pushing. Some of you need to keep it pushing until you reach the goal that you want. Keep it moving. Stop stopping. Some of you are dealing with a dishonest spirit. Thank you, kind spirit. There's a dishonest spirit around you. And this dishonest spirit is it is someone that is close to you. This is not someone that is far from you. This is someone that is close to you. So there are two possible ways that we need to look at this card, because this is the moon card, which is your planet that rules your sign. So we have to take it easy as we interpret the card. The card is in a reverse position. Therefore, the idea is for you not to become caught up in fantasies as well, not to become caught up in things that are not realistic. That's part of what the Spirit is probably trying to tell you. The idea that we want to keep you somewhat grounded on what we call quote unquote realistic roads, realistic paths. So you're not just running and running and running, you're actually taking your time and going about things and searching and seeking for things that are realistic. Spirit also wants you to be somewhat of a team player as it relates to your job and to your industry. There's a need for you to be a little bit of more of a team player. You might actually have a presentation. If you listen to this reading and listen to it slowly and carefully, you'll be prepared to do better, to do a better job than what is laid out in the cards. You'll understand it in a few moments. Some of you are getting ready for an interview or a presentation. You need to make sure that you are grounded, that you are comfortable with the presentation, that you feel comfortable with yourself and with what you are presenting. Make sure that you have gotten your rest. Make sure that you have eaten properly. All these things, take care of every fine detail. Go over it and over it again. Here's where it might come into play. Go over it and over it again until you get it right, because some of you look like you're looking for a new job, or you might be interviewing for a new job, and it doesn't look that good from this perspective, not right now. But you can change that. That's what I'm saying. One of the purposes of having a reading is so you can hear where you're heading, and then you can say, well, I accept it, or no, I'm going to adjust. Okay? I also see some of you are moving on and up from something emotional, some love type of situation. You're moving on, but you're also moving up from that. And so allow it to happen. Some of you are going to be gathering more resources and being able to watch resources grow. Some of you are getting ready to be in a position where you can deposit more than you withdraw. That's a very, very good sign. But some of you are also dealing with a challenge as far as a ruling. And so once again, this ruling is connected to this interview, is connected to this job. Take your time. Practice your interview questions before you go for this interview if you want the job, okay? I want you to be aware of the threat of conflict, bickering, backbiting, gossiping, this kind of blah, 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 blah kind of talk in the work front. Be aware of it. It's not a positive thing, so you want to be aware of it, okay? That's all. Love is coming to you, and you are going to break free from some of the things that were limiting you in the past regarding love and regarding relationships. I'm going to stop there. The spirit is very, very strong in your reading. I'm really, really feeling a very strong sense of vibration about truth and clarity. Those of you that heard something, and maybe what I've said, or maybe something that I said has piqued your interest and resonated with you, and you'd like to come in for a private consultation, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be making appointments this week for next week's readings. Those of you that are not ready for a full reading, if you'd like to just reach out to me for a question, something quick, or you want me to give you some positive word, or give you an affirmation, or affirm with you as you are going through this cycle, I'll be more than happy to. Love to meet new friends and new associates. Okay, Cancer? I'm going to stop there. I want you to stay blessed. I'll talk to you real soon.